Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the integration between ActiveCampaign and PipeDrive and how to best link those two systems up so that you can use PipeDrive to trigger and stop automations in ActiveCampaign. So, how this basically happens most of the time is you need to have a view or a filtered view in PipeDrive, and you can create that view with pretty much anything. You can use labels to sort the contacts, kind of like how you would use tags in ActiveCampaign. You could use field logic, so if this field is filled in or contains this or doesn't contain that, and then use that in a view, that would work as well. But the important thing is that you have to be quite specific about what exactly you want to send across to ActiveCampaign. So, and the really good thing with PipeDrive is that once everything is linked up, you can use a view on the person level for a linked organization to that person that may have labels or fields filled in for the organization. And so what that means is that all the people that are linked to that organization, and if you're in the people view, you can then look up the organization in PipeDrive and then add them to a filtered view to trigger different automations in ActiveCampaign. So for this example, we're using a filtered view in PipeDrive. Very, very simple. We're just applying labels either on the organization level or on the person level, and that label's just called Customer Marketing Drip in PipeDrive, and we've got it on both those levels. And we've got a limit here of 10, and we're just running this every time the object is updated. And that's important because object created in a view, it doesn't work on when the object enters the view. It works on when the actual record was that the object was created. So you have to always use the object updated trigger, not the created trigger. So we've got that trigger based on the view. Then we're creating a contact in ActiveCampaign based on the API data that we get through PipeDrive. And that's pretty simple, really, because we're only pulling in one person record at a time. So we don't have to sort it out. We don't have to do any sort of additional logic. We just pull in the person record and then update it and send it to ActiveCampaign. Then because we've done that, we can then add a tag, and then that tag will then trigger an automation in ActiveCampaign, this one here. And we haven't got anything in it yet, but we'll add in some emails to this automation soon. So that's one way that you can trigger contacts to start and stop automations. But what if you want to stop contacts from receiving automations in ActiveCampaign? For example, on a deal lost event or a deal won event in PipeDrive. Well, you'd do that the same way as you would normally, but this time you'd use tags, just like we did before. But this time we're doing a watched view on the deals level. So that means that we need to have a little bit more extra logic linked to that particular scenario. So we've got a deal comes in, matches our view, our filtered view. Then we've got a filter here to make sure that the person exists. And that's important because if the person doesn't exist for a deal, no one's linked to it, then we can't find them in ActiveCampaign because they don't exist and you'll get errors. So we've got a person existing here, then we get the person, send that person across to ActiveCampaign. Now they most likely will already be in ActiveCampaign, and really this step is just about finding that ActiveCampaign ID for the contact. But it's important that if you are using a create update, that you know that it's going to overwrite the data in ActiveCampaign. So you have to make sure that all 4 of those fields that are used in this module, the email, phone, first name, last name fields, they're all filled in. Because if you just fill in the email field, then it will override the phone, first name, last name fields to blank because you've left them blank in this module. So that's an important step here. Now, once we've got the ActiveCampaign ID, all we're doing is we're just adding a tag to the contact, and then that will then trigger our automation here, deal won, lost, or manual. And this automation basically tells ActiveCampaign to remove that user from all automations, unsubscribe them from all lists, and then end this automation. Because essentially, we've either lost the deal because they've told us they're not interested, or we've won the deal and now we don't want to bug them with anything else, any other automations that they could potentially be in. So that handles all that there. Then for our customer sequences, we've got resubscribe events, etc., and they're triggered with a tag. So that all works nicely. So that's how you can link up PipeDrive with ActiveCampaign. We're using filtered views for the majority of these PipeDrive triggers. And most of the time, it will be a filtered view on the person level because that's the easiest way to do it. And then sometimes you might have a filtered view on the deal level. I mean, you have to look up the person and build it out. A little bit more complex logic there. So if you want to find out more about linking PipeDrive to ActiveCampaign or any of your other apps and getting them talking together, I'd love to talk to you. Book in for a free call and we'll discuss your project. Hi, I'm Mitch Bayless, and if you're looking for someone to help you with your business automation, then click the button below to schedule your free call today. And if you found this video useful, remember to click like. And also subscribe to our channel for more videos.